In the latest issue of Fire Middle East magazine, we found out a lot more about Potter Global Technologies and its series of brands dedicated to fire and life safety. I'm now here on the Potter Global stand at Intersec Dubai 2024, where I'm delighted to be joined by Gerry Connolly, the CEO of the company. We're going to find out a lot more about Potter, its brands and its developments here in the region. Gerry, first of all, thanks so much for welcoming me. It's been great to see some of the brands and some of the products on display and obviously meet some of the team. First of all, can you just explain to our audience a little bit more about Potter Global Technologies?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I appreciate this opportunity. Potter Global Technologies, really, to think about it, we're a 125-year-old company. This year was celebrating our 125th anniversary. We have a long legacy of being in the fire and life safety industry, starting with the earliest communications from a building to the fire responders and the fire brigade. And we've evolved over that time. Our company today encompasses fire sprinkler monitoring, corrosion protection for sprinkler systems, fire alarm systems, mass notification, and power supply. So a broad group of businesses all focused on our mission of saving lives. It's very important to us, all of our employees thinking about saving lives and the commitment that's needed, whether you be an engineer or somebody in the production operations or a sales team. We'll all think about making buildings safer for the occupants and for first responders.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned the range of products and the range of businesses that fall under the sort of umbrella of Potter Global. Can you tell us more about the brands that you represent?
Yeah, so the brands we have, Potter is our core brand, and within that we have our sprinkler monitoring business and our fire alarm business. Elmdene is based in the UK, and it's a very strong company which manufactures both security products as well as power supplies that are used in life safety and security systems. And then we have Valcom, which is based in the US, and they provide mass notification and paging systems, particularly in areas of high risk and emergency need, where communication is communication for situations that are actually outside of fire, such as a bomb threat or severe weather. So there's a parallel in those two applications, but that would be our Valcom business as well. And then we have also Tower IQ. Tower IQ provides in-building emergency wireless communication systems for first responders. So we'll take that wireless radio that the first responders use and we'll rebroadcast the signals inside of a building, because the external wireless signals cannot really penetrate the building. We want to make sure that first responders have coverage for their radios in all of the building space when they're in an emergency situation. So those are the different companies we have within the Potter Global Technologies Group.
Excellent, thank you. And obviously you've got quite a wide offering. We're here at Intersec. There's thousands of other companies in security, fire, life safety. What makes Potter Global's offering so unique?
So a few things make us unique. I think the most important is we are the leading independent manufacturer of fire safety and emergency communications equipment. We're really focused on technology. As a company, we spend more on new products than any of our peers. We really spend money at the rate of an Apple or a Tesla. About 5% of our overall revenue we rededicate into technology. That's really important as the safety situations, as emergency situations continue to evolve and become more complex. We want to make sure we're leading with the technology curve. And I'd say the final thing for us is really focused on customer service and taking care of people around the world, making sure they can pick up the phone and talk to a live human being and get service from us at any point in time. And that's really important as well, given that we do work with a diverse set of customers in a wide range of applications.
Perfect. I think it's really interesting to hear how important customer service is to you as a company. So that's quite refreshing to hear. Talking about the Middle East now, what makes this region critical to your business?
What's critical for us is we have a very strong presence in different parts of the globe. We've actually been in the Middle East for quite some time. Our sprinkler products are used in most buildings around the world. But as we've expanded, we recognize the opportunity that exists for growth, particularly in the Middle East. Having spent a fair bit of time during my career in the Middle East, I recognize the potential and the value of bringing new life safety standards and products to the region. So as we see the level of investment that's being made in places like Dubai, Qatar over the past couple of years, and now Saudi Arabia, it's a really important growth opportunity for us. And we believe that we can provide the technology and the service needed to help increase the level of safety in buildings.
So what really makes you a key partner for end users in the Middle East?
So a few things that are really relevant to us, and we get feedback from our customers. One thing I mentioned is just the accessibility, the service levels we provide. But our engineers are really focused on solving complex applications, but doing it in a very simplistic way. So our design methodology, our design language is around simple user interfaces, allowing large complexes and buildings to have complex equipment installed, but being able to program, deploy, and service them in a simple way. And so our intent is to make sure that it's easier to deploy the equipment, that it's robust, it's bulletproof, high quality, but very user-friendly. And those are the things that are really important as we think about high growth areas like the Middle East.
Fantastic. Now, when we spoke about how important customer service is to you in local areas such as the Middle East, where there are, sort of cultural differences, how do you adapt and evolve to be able to serve your customers in a local market like this?
That's a great question, because as we think about what's important to grow in the Middle East, it's having a stronger presence here. And so we've been building out our sales and support organization, hiring folks from the region that speak the language, that are here around the clock, and also can help get the support we need to offer from our core factories. But you're really having that presence here. So over the past year, we've increased the level of staffing, and we're very excited to be opening up a distribution center here based in Dubai in the free trade zone, so we can bring products from our factories in the US, Europe, and Asia and have them consolidated here in Dubai, so we can reduce the lead times and provide additional services to customers in the area.
Well, fantastic. And I think finally, Gerry, Fire Middle East recently learned about the acquisition by KKR, the private equity firm. Can you just help our audience to understand a bit more about that and what it means for the future of Potter as a business?
Sure. So, we're very excited. Just a couple months back, we transitioned ownership to KKR. KKR is one of the top 5 private equity firms in the world. Quite well known, one of the longest established. So it really is a great, not only a testimonial to our strategy, but they will provide us with the resources we need to continue on our mission. For about 115 years, Potter was privately held by the Potter family. We then went to a private equity group who helped us think about a bigger vision. We've started to on that journey now with KKR, who themselves are global, and they have representation in the Middle East, and they have a lot of resources. We're able to leverage that as we think about growing on a global basis. So they will allow us to scale at the level that we envision, and really to give us support in a more meaningful way because of their global presence as well. So it'll be a great partnership, and we're just very excited to be part of the KKR group.
Fantastic. Well, Gerry, I think that gives us some really good insights and a perfect follow-up to the supplement that was published in the latest issue of Fire Middle East. And I certainly look forward to seeing this mission being continued, not just in the Middle East, but worldwide. And I'm sure that our audience will certainly appreciate the insights into the business. And we look forward to seeing the future of Potter here. So thanks very much for having me on the stand. And I hope the rest of the show goes well.
I appreciate that. Thanks for coming by. Enjoyed our time. Thank you.